Okay, welcome to my channel. My name's Maura and I made my first foam helmet. But I was aiming for Hades' helm, and this wasn't my original plan to do the lava texture, because my original idea was this one. I just googled Hades' helm, and this was one of the first images that shows up. I also kind of like that one too. But as I was trying to do all that filigree, it went horribly wrong. I haven't used EVA foam too much. This is the first time where I was trying to get the seams to line up better. And this turned out to be a really good beginner helmet for EVA foam, because even if your seams look terrible, which mine did, I covered it up so much with the texture that all my horrible seams disappeared. And when things don't line up, I don't know if you can tell, but the top is a little, it leans a little, but it kind of works in that kind of gnarly lava texture. So it's really forgiving. So I'll show you how I did that. I would love to try this on and show you how it looks on, but this is kind of an adult medium size, and I have an unusually large head. So I don't want to try it on because it's not meant for me, and I'm afraid I would break it anyway. Okay, so I was testing something this morning. I want to put a bunch of cracks in here. So I used a razor blade and kind of drew a line. I don't know if you can see it a little bit. Yeah, when I pull it apart. And I've seen online that if you score it and then use a heat gun, it'll widen that crack. So I was just testing that on the back where you couldn't see it so much. And I probably had it on there too long and it started bubbling. But I kind of like it. So I think I'm going to do some more. So I did a little bit more over here. So if you want it nice and smooth, this is something not to do. But I want that kind of almost fleshy kind of look. So hopefully it'll look really cool when I'm done. Or I'm going to screw the whole thing up. We'll find out. See, I like those bubbles in there. See, for the cracks, the razor blade wasn't doing too much. So I'm trying just as the old dental pick. I'm just kind of carving lines. And if it carves off the clay foam and hits the EVA foam underneath, I'm okay with that. So I want a real jaggedy, rough line. I'm really liking how that's coming out. I hope it works. And when I'm getting to the bottom here, I cut out, just using a pair of scissors, cut out a little kind of a triangle shape. So it looks like that piece is really about to fall out, but it's not. I'm just kind of dragging back and forth. When some big pieces come out, some little pieces come out, I like the irregularity in it. I think that'll look really good at the end. Harder to plant, you kind of have to just go with it. Here it is so far. I'm starting from the back so I can get all the little pieces the way I want, like the technique of carving it out. By the time I get to the front, I'll have it down where I like it. Sometimes a little V cut or even like kind of an M cut to break it up a bit, because I don't want it to be nice and clean. So I've got it coated in Mod Podge. It's mostly dry. Tried to dry it a little faster, and it got a little roasty toasty there. Whoops. But you know, if it starts to bubble and crack, that kind of works for this one, so I'm gonna lean into that. So I'm gonna start with painting it the kind of the orangey color and go in with some highlights, and then the fun part will be painting it black at the end. As always, starting in the back. It's not bad. I don't care if the colors don't quite mix up right every time, if it varies a little bit, like it's a little bit more red here than it was here. I like the variation. I think it adds a little bit more character to it. And I can always change the color later if it's too red or too yellow. I can always just wait for it to dry and repaint it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. And that's all I gotta say about that. Did I miss anything? I'm sure there's something else I'm forgetting.